Welcome to tonight's coaching video, gentlemen. This one we are going to see Jada Pinkett Smith, red pill Will Smith yet again. So let's just dive right into it. In the first video I'm going to show you, she's going to be reacting to a photo of Tupac Shakur. And in the next video, we'll see how she reacts to Will Smith. And you will see the difference for yourself. So here is Jada looking at a photo of her and Tupac, a man who's been dead for 30 years that she cannot forget. What have I told you guys? These women, they don't forget Chad, man. Chad's memory runs deep. But Beta Brad, who? What was his name? Huh? Anyway, here we go. She is tearing up over Tupac.
I got a tissue. Thanks.
Very emotional. Reminiscing about Tupac.
You give nice hugs.
Jada Pinkett Smith is recalling the most emotional memories of her connection with Tupac Shakur. The actress reflected on Tupac's lasting presence in her life on the October 16th episode of Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO podcast.
Okay, do you see how emotional she is and how she's crying? I mean, it's tearing her up to even think about him after 3 decades, right? Her heart's just so invested in this guy. Now let's see how she responds and how emotional she gets over Will Smith. So let's jump to that video. So let's see how her demeanor changes when she talks about her actual husband, who is alive. I mean, already, you look at the expression on her face. Do you see tears? Do you see emotion? No, you see hate. You see anger. You see vitriol, right? Let's let her talk about Will here.
Marriage is not a fairy tale. It's not. It's devastating. And I fought and I screamed and I scratched for a long time.
Jada Pinkett Smith is opening up about how her marriage with Will Smith is shaping her children's views on relationships. During the February 29th episode of the Pretty Smart podcast, Jada says to host Danielle Robay that she hopes her 23-year-old daughter Willow will follow her lead.
Is your relationship one that you would want for Willow? If it's going to help her become the woman I'm becoming, yes.
That's a really big thing to say.
Yeah.
And despite Jada and Will's 2016 separation, the actress confirms the couple are in it for the long haul.
And as much as Will and I have tried to get away from each other, it's not happening.
And although Jada notes that their relationship will never be the fairy tale she previously hoped for, she's still thankful to have the Oscar winner as her life partner.
To know that I have someone by my side that no matter what is dedicated to learning how to love and learning how to love me, and vice versa.
Okay, yeah, this woman is, I mean, there's so much to address here. I mean, just the way she's talking about this guy who is still alive, who has dedicated his life to her, who literally ruined his career that he worked his entire life for in one night by slapping Chris Rock, her husband, right? And he was doing it for her, to impress her, to get on good terms with her. We all know people are not stupid why he did what he did, right? He's under her spell, clearly under her spell, because if the dude had any rational thought whatsoever, he's like, I'm just going to let this one slide because we're on national TV. And, but what did he do? What did Will do? He let his emotions take control. right? It was, what have I told you guys, man? As a grown man, I teach this on my Alpha Male Secrets channel all the time, which you should go subscribe to, by the way, at alphasecretstv.com. I talk about this all the time, where you cannot, as a grown man, you are no longer a child. Okay, you cannot let your emotions take over, because they will always steer you in the wrong direction. Okay, they will always get you in trouble, whether it be financially, romantically, physically. Might pick a fight with the wrong dude because you can't control your temper. Or it might even just land you in prison, might land you in jail, right? Which happens to most guys who are in prison, right? Most guys who are in prison for any type of violent crime or whatever, they weren't thinking. They'll admit that. Like, I wasn't thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, because you let your emotions take over. Regardless, her husband, who we know, I hate to say it, man, you know, is the biggest simp in the world at this point. This guy, I mean, it just proves, right? You could have the world at your fingertips. You could own the world. You can have all the money in the world, all the fame, celebrity in the world, and still be blue pill. Still be a simp. Right? It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because, I mean, she is just, you know, no fault to her. I mean, being Jada Pinkett Smith, I mean, she's still a woman at the end of the day. She's just doing what women do. She's doing what broke women do. I mean, she's doing the same thing where she is punishing the beta Brad, the beta provisioner, the guy who's actually making the money in the home, because let's face it, what is she doing? What is she doing to make money? I can probably name on one hand how many movies she's been in, but I would need like a list to make you know, of all the movies that Will Smith has been in. So I mean, he's clearly the breadwinner. She's not really, she doesn't have his fame. She's really just with him for, as you guys call it on the streets, the bag, right? She's just with him for the money at this point, because as you saw how torn up, tormented she is over Tupac, who, you know, died in 1994, right? And that guy didn't even want her, right? That guy didn't marry her, right? That guy didn't want to even claim her as his girlfriend. Why? He wanted to be single, wanted to do the bad boy thing. I'm Tupac, you know, I've got women at my fingertips, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to settle with you, right? But guess who did? Will did. Will Smith settled for her, and Will Smith gave her the fairy tale, right? He gave her everything and more. Is she thankful to him? Does it look like she's thankful to him? No, she's pissed off at him, right? She's doing, again, how every woman treats a blue pill beta guy who can't stand up to her, can't tell her when she's wrong, doesn't reward her for her bad behavior. This is how you will be treated, right? It's happened to you, and it's happened to me, right? I tell you that, guys, that often, right? The times I was treated the worst were by women I treated the best. Like the women I just went beyond the call of duty for. And that's where you learn, though. That's where you learn your lesson. You're like, I'm not going to do this no more, right? And I stopped. It doesn't mean I'm treating women like garbage these days, but these are my boundaries. Do not cross them, right? As for women, talk about how they have boundaries. Well, yeah, that's more of a dude thing. You know, a woman who starts talking about her boundaries just tells me she's in her masculine frame, like this chick, right? And she will only succumb to a guy who is alpha, right? She's not going to succumb to Will Smith. Dude, it's just hard to watch, right? It's just hard to watch. I mean, even after his little Oscar debacle where he slapped Chris Rock, he didn't learn. He did not learn from that. He's still out there, you know, just placating to this woman he calls his wife, who is in love with a man from the 90s, okay? Is in love with an ex that didn't want to claim her, didn't want to marry her, didn't want to put a ring on it, didn't even want to be faithful to her. And this is why we call these women the DG, fellas, because they cannot function in a normal, healthy relationship with just a good dude. They can't. They need the bad boy. They need the emotional roller coaster that dude provides. Okay? I mean, she went off and slept with her son's best friend. I mean, come on, man. How much more dysfunction do you need? I mean, this family has really, and I hate to judge, but I mean, this family is just, the epitome of too much success, right? When you have too much success, you just start to self-destruct. It's kind of like the USA, our country, right? We really, over the last 200-300 years, we've really worked hard to become a superpower in the world, and we became that. And once it got to the point where we had too much power, now we're self-destructing. Right? We're self-destructing with like woke policies and promoting depravity in society and this constant degeneracy in movies, music that I'm so sick of. So yeah, you just start to self-destruct when you have too much success. So yeah, their family is just I mean, it's just like the classic definition of dysfunction. Next level dysfunction, because we all have dysfunction, right? But this is like next level dysfunction where their kids don't know what gender they want to be. The boys are dressing like women. The girls are dressing like boys. This is just a nightmare. I would not be surprised, by the way, if 5-10 years from now, if you see one of their kids, having like just walk into a McDonald's and start shooting. I would not be surprised if something like that happens with his family, because again, just too much success, man. Too much success, and they're always looking for the new high. Oh, now let me walk into a McDonald's and drill everybody. That'll be, a new mental stimulation for me because I've gotten everything growing up. Yeah, this is why you need to struggle a little bit in life. This is why you need to, it's not good to come to come into money, as a child. But anyway, let's finish this.
I don't know what else you could ask for.
The Red Table Talk host.
Okay, yeah, look at these kids. I mean, is this her daughter or her son? I can't even tell, right? Last I heard, like one of her sons is gender fluid. I can't tell if this is a boy or a girl.
Also had nothing but praise for her daughter Willow's
Oh, it's a
music
daughter.
career.
Why does she look like a boy?
She was just so enamored with...
Yeah, why is she dressing like a boy and she's got this old Kid and Play haircut? Remember Kid and Play guy? House Party, 89.
her mother performing, and she just loved it so much. And then to just see her, she just took it to the next level.
And Jada,
I can't deal with this bald head either, but oh my gosh, yeah, this is again, what is this guy doing, man? Why can't this Will Smith just get into mastery? It's only $1, Will. Get into mastery, please. Get into mastery, man. Change your whole mindset. Even just subscribe to my freaking channel for free. If he just watches some red pill content, right? It would wake him up. I mean, oh Lord.
Also shares 25-year-old son Jaden with Will, reveals she is so impressed with the career path that Willow has taken.
Okay, yeah, I can't tell. Is this a boy or a girl? This family is just so warped, man.
Children who journeyed with you in a certain way, and then they take that journey and just fly with it. She's just an exceptional artist in my mind, and I'm just so proud of her.
All right. Anyway, gentlemen, as always, drop your comments below in the comments section and let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video about Will Smith constantly getting, I mean, this is just a frequent occurrence at this point. Will Smith constantly getting red-pilled by his wife, and still he doesn't wake up, right? At least with us guys, right? We go into these relationships with these women, and usually after 1 or 2, sometimes 3, we start to see a pattern, and we go, hey man, no more of this, right? Then you look online, you get on YouTube, and you see all these red pill videos, you go, oh, that was a mistake I was making, and you start kicking yourself for it. You even, you're mad at yourself about it, and then the next girl you're with, you realize, like, okay, you recognize when she's acting out, she's pulling like a Jada Pinkett Smith here, and you're like, hey girl, knock that off, right? I ain't Will Smith. My name ain't Will, right? And you start standing up for yourself. But as always, drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. My IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.